doing a usability testing on our mockup UI. So as I have already existed that it's a floor management application, we would like to first have an introduction of yours so that we'll take it forward from then onwards.
Anjali, myself Poorna. As we work on a lot of managerial steps to maintain various kind of information which we get at the back end and to analyze it and put it onto a report, we were looking forward for an application which does the similar kind of operations and comes in handy to get the different variations of information, be it the drill down level or at the level which we need. So it would be great if you can show us how we can explore the application to get our needs filled.
Okay, so as we would do, we will go through two tasks in two set of applications. Then I would require you to provide your inputs on each of them.
Yeah, sure.
Next, so let's go through.
So I see that the username to be provided, and then I see a password being provided here. So I would like to log in, and then here comes the information about the current set of services which have been requested, and the action items which are not yet been started, and their corresponding receive date and the due date or the completion tag, which is our completion date, which is being mentioned, and to get the information which are to be fulfilled. Currently, I see that Harvard Business School and what are all their requests which are being mentioned. One is the decision pending decision request which is being provided, and also reallocation which is to be done. And we see that its deadline is being provided on 25th. So we will see what are all the other services or the information which are to be met in a short duration or with a minimal deadline. So we see that there are two comments being provided, and one says that there is a priority of allocation to a team which needs to be done with in the coming days. So that is one thing which we will be seeing upon, and we here see that there is an allocate option. It would be great if it's better or highlighted here, and we see now some in progress things. Okay, there are some status of the operations which are being done around 20%, 30%. This is a good thing so that we will get to know what are all the completions status which we need to achieve in the provided due date. It is also good to see that there are different variations with respect to the information being provided which are not started or which are currently in progress and which are being completed. Let's now go to the allocation which is to be done. Here we get some information about allocation of building 1. I would see that it's a kind of drill down information for a particular team and for a particular floor, and here the allocation of seat for a particular set of particular employee on a location is being provided here. And then if I try to search for the seat allocation which are to be done, I get to see the date for which from the valid from the for the duration for which an employee should be assigned to that particular seat and to team which he belongs, and the other drill down information which seem to be good.
Okay, this pane allows you to actually allocate a free seat, which is which we searched to an employee who is currently not allocated to.
Okay. So to go back, we see that there is no particular operation which makes us to go back to our previous page or the home page, which will be user friendly if it's in a better appealing manner. And then employee allocation information is provided, and then if I try to search what are all the different allocations that needs to be done, and
as per the task 2, it actually shows the employee management in your company. So these are the different teams. We had an allocation team which does the allocation activities. We had a reporting team which does reporting activities. The reporting, the employees under the reporting would come under this pane. So if we want to search for any employee, we can do it. Or for example, in the reporting team for the different set of values. Then we can change the team from here.
So this would give us the different categories of employees who are being joined to the company, so that the seat allocation needs to be done for them, and to allocate it to which team they belong to, and what is the joining date or the allocation date, and the validation of it. And then again, as I mentioned in the previous pane, it would be great if we have much more highlighted information around what should be the next available action to be taken by the operator. And also, it's great that I'm able to understand with the flow without any much technical training being provided. Okay, so I see here that it's a kind of report for the various seat allocations which are being done. It would be great if you can explain much more about this reporting area. So I see here that there are different kinds of charts which give me the information about the seat allocations which are being done in the various corners of the building, with utilization of the different seats which are being provided across the team, and if there are any particular vacancies which can be allocated to the fresh team which is being joined, or the distribution can be done evenly across the buildings. So as it's intuitive here to go ahead and check for what is the team name and the corresponding building in which it resides in a particular campus, and what is the utilization space it is taking with a good amount of information being provided for the user to understand by himself. Now, the innovation section, where what is the service request being provided and what is the date from which it has been started, along with the necessitated amount which should be provided, along with, say, a discount which can be provided for that particular relocation service. Okay. And the details are here.
And Poorna, did you notice the different buttons available apart from the detailed data and invoicing of all these sharing and saving options?
Yes. As the icons suggest by themselves, that there is a sharing option which is being provided via the social sites, and I can email the same report back to my corresponding team, so that I can distribute what are all the reports which are being provided. And final option, which is the favorite section, so that I can add it and can view it whenever I need it as part of my report. So it's
so this is the first set of mockup. Let's move to the second mockup area. This is the second UI. Please start off.
okay. So I will provide my credentials here, and then log in to the application service. Here I would see that there are different companies which I can select here, and drill down or filter operation which I can select upon, which gives me the status information, what is the request type, and also the deadline on that month which needs to be completed. So if I want to search for my own custom information, I can go here and search for a particular company, wherein I get the details of the report which is being utilized for last 2 months from a particular duration, and which is being completed with some deadline, and the analysis from the team which is being received, and what is the status of completion for that particular request. Now if I want to check the service request and the status of the statistics of the report, which is, or the details of the statistics, I would like to select here and then check the alerts which are being provided if there are crucial to be served. Let's say there is one priority task which is being taken up and being provided as a comment to the team so that the analysis particular team who needs to take up this activity can be sent a message so that they can complete the task in time. Now after I do this, I would see that there is a service request option which is available so that I can go for the allocation. Let's say there is a new allocation which is being requested. I can select what is the corresponding employee number and the team facilities and that particular building, and allocation is done for a particular validity. Now I would see the other filter operation for now I would see in the section wherein the data has been loaded such a way that for this particular team and the employee for this duration the data the allocation has been done. Now if I want to see the allocation statistics, I can go here and I would see what are all the building wise free seats or building wise utilization being done, or if not via team wise utilization that is being done. Once this is being done, I'll go back to the allocation of the employees. In the hierarchy of employees, how the allocation has been done. See me as a manager, I would like to see under my premise who are all the set of employees are there and how are the allocation being done. Is the fragmentation being done in a right way? Is provided here so that it helps me as a higher head to look into all the distributed set of employees. Now I'll go to my search option wherein I find that there is the need to check what the detailed information of the particular set of employees on selecting which gives me number of managers, the number of employees and the complete set of who are allocated to that to the subordinates and the number of employees, total number of employees who are all there for that particular team. Now let us go back to the upload operation so that I want to upload the newer data as a batch upload so that I can get it from the Excel. Then I see that the newer set of data has been added from the Excel to my application. Then I go back to my employee section wherein I see the summary of the allocation which is being done in the visualization in the chart format, and then I would like to see one of the drill down one of the informations here, and after which I can even go to the depth invoice and other more details which are provided seem to be good here. And then if I want to report these, uh, if I want to see the utilization.
Okay, that button is specifically allows us to save the changes that we would have done in the charts arrangement in the UI.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for that. And now I would like to go in depth for the drill down set of information so that this chart says me what is the used and unused category of data in unused category of seats which are there in the corresponding building, and the corresponding details have been provided here in a tabular format, which looks very really good. And then I go to the invoice section to check what are the payment for the particular service which is being done along with the discount amount which is being provided. So thank you. So I would now thank you for the complete route of the information for this application.
Yeah, few questions. So out of both the kinds of UI, which UI you found it more easy to do? Second one.
Yeah. Comparing the two existing ones, although the two applications seem to be good, but I feel myself comfortable using the second application because it looks more intuitive and more user understandable when I start the application usage of the application.
Okay, with what set of features do you say that the second application is more user intuitive?
Let's say when I go to the home screen, I would get the detailed set of information to which I should actually go in by selecting the different filters and the categories, after which I can select for the corresponding section which I want to see the report for. So wherein the user may not have to go to multiple screens to do that drill down operation, which helps me to understand the complete arc in a better manner.
Okay. What could have been done in the first mockup which would have yielded more user um, interaction?
More granular information provided in the first application would have been much better to make that application as a full-fledged user application.
Okay. Anything from feature aspect or which was not clear? Something that would have helped you understand the UI better.
Right. Sometimes I had to, I myself had to think and understand. So the application was itself not helping me to go with the flow. Let's say, for example, the selection of the employee section or coming back to, from the section which I am into or go into the services, which doesn't actually seem to be in a UI that it's somewhere I should go and select it. It was not, I did not feel it to be a selectable option to go into the report. So these kind of variations.
And a few more enhancements that you would like to have. Say, do you want a social networking site integration, or do you need some
it
other
would be
thing?
great if we have much more alignment with with our corporate networks and communication, so that if I want to convey the same amongst the different level of management, that helps me to do better.
Okay. And anything else apart from that would you want to suggest?
Uh, as its application seems to be good, in the first application, the UI enhancement would make it much better. And the second one, the connectivity with different social sites and corporate sites would make it as a better application.